By 3/5. What do? You multiply instead of dividing. Instead of dividing, you're going to multiply by the reciprocal. Oh, of the denominator. So 5/3, and then we can cross cancel, right? No. So that's 5/6. And we're good. All right, cool. So you guys will be good today. All right, let's answer the questions. Didn't tell you nothing? Didn't mark you late or anything?
No, that girl loves me.
The girl left you out there?
Yeah.
I'm just saying because you know they got that line going.
Oh, yeah, no,
My math left. Yeah, question time, right? Okay, what were the questions? Let's start with the anybody for one. Yeah? Somebody's number one?
And you always forget your computer. It never fails. She always breaks her computer. You have a lesson tab open? No. That's too much. I
feel like I have to.
Why is my back so heavy?
Okay, 7.2, number one. Photo back up. Okay, so when I add fractions, Hudson, the denominators need to be the same, correct? In this example, are the denominators the same?
Yeah.
They are, aren't they? So that means that I'm going to have a denominator of 3. So I can just add the numerators, which happens to be 6 plus 3? 9. It used to be n, but I think they found it. So now that's just going to be 9 divided by n. So over here, 9 divided by n. Man! Anybody need number 2?
Can you do number 5?
5?
There's a big one.
Woo! Let's copy that over.
Oh, my fingers are so bad. Burned it.
Okay, we're looking for the LCD. Okay, so look at the first one. They don't have anything common, do they? So that's just what it is. Over here, is that factorable? Does this have a square root? That has a square root, doesn't it? So this first one is simply 3c plus 7x. For the second expression, that's going to be factored into two conjugates, 3c plus 7x and 3c minus 7x. And then for the last one, that's it, right? So 3c minus 7x. So when I'm looking for an LCD, I could take this one, right? I could take this, because isn't this one already a part of this? And so is this one over here? So then that's my LCD. So I can just go and punch that in. How does it want it? Factored form. So, what is it? 3c minus 7x? And then 3c plus 7x. Is that yeah? Math! What else you guys want to see? Anybody still need to copy down the last part? The other screen? That? Ray James, you're good? I didn't mean to stop you. I was just asking. I want to make sure you're okay because you were gone yesterday.
Yeah.
I missed you terribly.
Catch up.
I know I did. The lecture's on YouTube if you want to see it. Is that probably what you're doing, huh? Multitask. What? I'm not the boss of you.
I really like my teacher.
I wish teachers would tell us that.
What
What are you
happened?
gonna do when we all graduate?
What am I going to do when y'all graduate?
He's gonna get a new class.
I feel like this is no. I feel like 2017 is like the last best class. Like after that, they're all hoodlums.
When I first started teaching, I had the same group of kids 4 years. I taught Nilo. So, like, I was moving up
You taught what?
when I first started teaching
You taught where?
in Eloy.
I thought said England.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, so I got my English accent.
I need to go home.
You and I both. I'm so tired.
Never finished your story.
But anyways, I cried. Yeah,
You
like
cried with them?
I did, because I had them for 4 years. So because I was getting experience, so I was getting to teach higher classes. Well, the class was moving with me, and I was teaching all of them. And then they graduated, and it's like, I'm not seeing them again.
That's how it is.
And then I said, but I didn't like I wasn't like mopos everywhere. I was just like sad, and then after that, I just like forget it. So
And then you're like, screw it.
more people will come, and I might not forget some of you.
Yeah, you-
I'm not gonna lie about that. Where are we at?
So I have
Who
to
are
be,
you?
some testimonials have to be so awful that you'll never forget me.
Like Jack Heaney?
Yeah.
Next number? Which one? Can we do 6 and then 7? Go in order? Oh, that's just the next one. So 6, LCD again. Okay. Is that, can you guys see that okay? Those numbers there, I think I could probably fit it in here. Okay, the first one is x squared minus 1, right?
Yeah.
That's factorable. That is the difference of squares. So x plus 1, x minus 1. The second term is 2x plus 2. The only common factor they have is 2, so that will become x plus 1. And then finally at the end, it's x. Okay? So in my denominator, I'm trying to represent everything, aren't I? So I'm going to need an x plus 1. I'm going to need an x minus 1. I already have an x plus 1, so I'm not going to worry about that. I need a 2, don't I? And I also need that x. So I'll just throw them up front. And there it is. Okay? Someone learn, just because you have a pass. I got.
What?
Nothing.
What are you ranting?
Yeah, make sure you guys bring a pass. You guys are late.
How would
And
you?
if we don't?
I don't want to mark you absent.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I remember you're looking for like girls.
I wonder, like sometimes how I sit like the back.
How are you doing today? Oh man. How you doing today?
Good.
How long was the line?
Huh?
How long was the line?
When I was starting?
Yes.
I
Not
was
to
young.
start or Dunkin' Donuts.
Oh, I done something?
No, not a Dunkin'.
I'm so
I'm sorry.
confused that you're asking me.
I know I'm doing it on purpose.
Like the front office line?
Yeah.
Oh, I was the only one.
Really? Oh, that sounds gonna be long. All right, cool. So 6, cool. Let's go 7. Get rid of the ink. That was very nice. Oh, come on. What's up?
I'm not. I'm sorry. I was just looking for a student, but it's okay. I won't see.
Let me know the name. I'll tell you who it is. If she's here or not.
It's okay. Thank you.
All right. Bye. All right. So denominator. Next one. So let's break up this. Oh, they want us to do this one. All right. I'm gonna take this one to the other screen. I want to need more space than that.
Yeah.
You okay? You done? You're good?
I know.
All right. Cool. So let's start by finding the denominator. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to break this up first because I want to see all the factors. This is going to be 7, 7. Do I really need to break up z to the third, guys? No. Good. So we'll leave that z to the third. Y. This is 7 times 5. Z squared y. So going after the denominator. I'm going to need 2 7s, aren't I? I'm going to need those two. So 7 times 7. Do I need that one? No, it's already represented here. I'm going to need the 5, though. Which has more z's? The third one does, doesn't it? So z to the third and a y. So that, once I multiply it out, it's going to be my denominator. 7
Is that a
times 7.
7 or is
It's 7 times 7.
No, on the next one.
That's a 7 also.
Okay, so that was like.
Yeah, 7 times 7 is 49. So 49 times 5 is, what, 250 minus 5? 245? Yeah? 7 times 5 is 245? Alright, but anyways, there it is. So now let's take a look here. I need to do the numerator part, right? I'll pause. I'm getting too excited here.
I know.
Can you hear it in my voice?
Okay.
Any questions on the denominator, where that came from? No? Alright, cool. So let's, it's cold. Thanks for pointing it out again. Alright, so I'm going to start with 5. And I got to fix it because I changed the denominator, didn't I? Okay, it already had the 2 7s. It had the z to the third, and it had the y, correct? What did it not have? The 5. So I got to multiply that by 5. Minus 1 times, what did that denominator not have it's in here now? Well, it had 1 7, right? It's right here. I kind of crossed it out, my bad. So it didn't have a 7. It didn't have a z. And it already had the y. Is that the only thing? Yep. So there we go. Let's just clean it up. So this should be 25 minus 7z over 245 z to the third y. Math.
I'm like so tired. I did not get to work. It's throwing a fit, and I'm like,
Yes. That's what it is. Yeah. When you do the least, I think that's the GCF, the greatest common factor. So when you do the most, you get the least common denominator. Okay. Next question. Here, I'll do this. Let's go. Bam. Oh, I totally missed you. Trying to hit Jake Martina with his bell work. I did. It's really there. You might as well have done your bell work on a bubblegum wrapper. Look, open it.
Oh yeah, it's holding it.
Literally. I think you were taking out a notebook. Actually, went. Oh, there's a little piece left over.
No, it's like here, take this little piece of paper.
Boy, at least you got to take it.
All right,
Those kids would absolutely love that paper.
I'm sorry, Jordan. I changed that. Are you good? All right, cool. Next one. So we got 7, 8. I should have put the answer in first, though, huh? What was it?
25
Let me do this real quick. It was 25
minus 7z.
minus 7z. Because I've been known to make mistakes.
245 z
Uh,
to the third y.
Z to the third. Y.
Yes.
Oh, man!
I always get scared when it loads a little bit longer.
Yeah, that's what I said too. It's like, ah! Sweet, man. All right, cool. For this one, perform the indicated operation. Is this x? I guess they are the same. But is this number the same as that number? No. So in my denominator, I need to have x and x plus 4. So it can't be It can't be C, and it can't be D. Okay? Now, here's the way it's going to pretty much... When they're this simple, you can just see what's going to happen, right? This didn't have the x, so it becomes 9x. And this didn't have the x plus 4, so that's going to become 10 times x plus 4. You see that? I think we used to do that with fractions, but it was easier to see when it was just a single number. So now we've got in the numerator 9x minus 10x. Can't do it in my head. X plus 4. So that's 9x minus 10x minus 40. So that's going to be a negative x minus 40, which is this one. Okay? I was about to make that mistake here to choose this one, because I was going to just multiply it to 40, but that negative is being distributed to both of those items. Did anyone see that? It's bad. It's bad. If I do it too long, they start to feel dry and it feels sticky. But it looks funny.
Okay.
Math!
Ow.
9?
Why are you so hyper?
I don't know. I'm
You
trying to
said
wake
you're
myself
tired.
I'm trying to wake myself up.
Huh?
I got like pretty good sleep last night. I don't know why I'm like feeling sluggish.
slept too much.
Maybe I'm dehydrated. When you're dehydrated, you get sluggish and. Anybody need 9? Yeah, that was the next one. Cool. Now. Let me write this a little bit bigger. 2b minus 9 plus 1 over negative b plus 9. Notice that it's the opposite of it, right? It's the opposite of the denominator here. That's a positive, that's a negative, that's a negative, that's a positive. So I'm going to factor out that negative. Okay? So when I factor out the negative, it's going to look like this. 2b minus 9, that plus is going to become a minus, and now this is b minus 9 over 1. So 2 minus 1 is 1, and the denominator is the same. So it's going to be 1 divided by b minus 9. Math.
Don't change it yet.
I'm not. I just want to look at that excellent for a while. Questions on that, Britt?
But you still go work out.
Is that hibiscus? That's what it reminded me of. You just gave me craving. It's craving, right? Want that, Agnes? Yeah. Then you just looking at a drink makes me crave some Jamaica. Jamaica? Jamaica is hibiscus water. I don't know, we call it agua de Jamaica.
Oh, you guys are gonna have to
Yes, I would love to.
watch you guys
Anybody need one before? Anybody need one before 12? 10?
Stupid. You already told me 6 years ago.
10. Woo-wee! Okay, so not so bad. Notice that this is a perfect square, right? So it's going to conjugate into x plus 5 and x minus 5. So my denominator is simply going to be x plus 5 and x minus 5. Okay? So here's what I do. Let's start the first one. 2x. The 2x. What did it not have in its denominator? It didn't have the x plus 5, right? So I'm going to multiply by x plus 5. Then I'm going to go plus 100, which is the next term. Well, both of those were in its denominator, right? So, blah. It doesn't change. And then finally, minus 2x What was not in its denominator?
X minus 5.
The x minus 5. So there's my fraction. I just got to clean it up. So it's going to look like this. Blech. 2x squared plus 10x plus 100. That's going to be a minus 2x squared plus 10x. Correct? So that becomes, that does cancel out. And then I've got 20x plus 100 over x plus 5, x minus 5. And it says simplify your answer, type your answer in factored form. So I'm thinking maybe that, oh, there's more.
Oh, wait.
I know, I just kind of like, but wait, there's more. In the numerator, what is the common factor there? 20, huh? So, if I take 20 out, that would leave me with x plus 5. And of course, I've got in the denominator x minus 5 and x plus 5. What's going to happen? The x plus 5s become 1, don't they? So, that is simply, that's going to be 20 divided by x plus 5? Oh, thank you. Do you think it'll take that without the parentheses? I think so, huh? No? Yes? Maybe?
Try it.
Man!
It's not.
I was a little nervous though. Oh man.
How do you not have a headache?
I don't know.
You're so tired and like you're like really loud, so like good night right away.
Because I have to live with myself. Right now. Yeah? You're good, Serena? Alright. Can I get rid of this? You writing it still? Yeah. You can say no. Wait. Good? Okay, 12. Ooh. Okay. The first denominator, is it factorable? Yes. X plus 1, x minus 6. And the other denominator, x minus 2 and x minus 2. Wow, that's going to be a big problem. I'm going to copy it over real quick. Okay, so that means that the denominator is going to be all of the, oh, no, I don't need all of them, do I? What do I need? Yeah, I do. I need all of them. X plus 1, x minus 6, and x minus 2 squared. That's my denominator. It's all of them. Okay? I'll pause for a second. Anybody have questions on this? Alberto, we're good? All right. Alright, let's start by fixing our numerator. What do we need to multiply 5 by? X minus 2 squared. And what I'm actually going to write it as is in this form, okay?
No.
Actually, this form, my bad. X squared minus 4x plus 4. Because I'm going to have to multiply it out and combine, right? So that's how I'll write it. For the next part, what is it, a minus? Minus 2. I'm going to be multiplying that by these two, right? Because that wasn't there. And that's really this polynomial. Okay? And of course, I'm going to have to simplify everything. So let's go ahead and clean that up real quick. That is going to be 5x squared minus 20x plus 20 minus 2x squared plus 10x minus 12. Yeah? Okay. Okay. Three x squared minus 10x plus 8. Is that factorable? Is that factorable? Let's check. Let's check. What's 4 times 3 times 12? Was it 98? 12 times 8, 96? 96? Oh crap, it is factorable. Did you guys see how I did that, right? You guys recognize this? You guys remember the quadratic equation? Negative b plus or minus radical b squared minus 4ac?
We didn't learn that.
Oh, I was just trying to be a little fun here. The quadratic equation, everybody should know that, right? Yeah. Right? Yeah. Okay, so what I did to check if that polynomial was factorable was I did this part of it. And if you do that and you simplify it and you get a whole number, that means that your polynomial is, in fact, factorable. Okay? Now, why is that important? Because I don't want to punch in my answer and say you're wrong. I might have to cancel something out. So check this out. This is going to factor, it's going to have to be 3x and x, right? I mean, 3 is prime. There's no other way to do that besides 3x times x. So, how do I get 8? I can go 1 times 8, 2 times 4. Is there anything else?
Doesn't.
Anything else? No? I'm going to put my 2 here because that'll give me 6, and that'll give me 4, won't it? You see that? 6 plus 4 is 10? So, they're both going to be negative. Okay?
Why is that so spaced out?
I thought I was going to have more. My bad. Huh? How did I do what? How did I factor it?
What is that for?
What is the blue part?
Simplify it? Yeah.
No, the blue part told me it was factorable.
Oh, okay.
Okay?
That was the-
And obviously it is because I just did it. Right? Now, introducing my denominator, which was this right here, x minus 1, x minus 6, x minus 2, quantity squared, Guess what happens?
You know what? You do some weird things.
Simplify that really long x minus 2, Layla. Yeah, this x minus 2 will take out one of those, leaving it just like that. You see it? And that's it. Crossing my fingers.
Oh my god. Wait. I'm confused.
You alright, Christopher Corbin?
Why did it only take out one? Hey.
You don't have to hide.
Mr. Munoz,
hard to
can
see
you
that
explain that again?
Why
Can I,
does it only
which part?
take
Where I
out-
cancel?
Yeah, why does it only take out one?
Well, here, let me. Okay, so this is really saying that there's 2 of these, right?
Found it. Okay.
So all I do is get rid of that 2, because I would have one left.
Just joking.
Did you catch that?
So you just.
This square is saying that there's 2 of these. Well, there's one up there that I could make a 1. So all I need to do is get rid of this square, because now there's only 1,
Alright.
and that's gone.
Wow, way up there. Not just she just asked for Washington in.
Can I make it small?
Well, like, I just want to see.
You want to see the whole thing?
I didn't get to watch the whole thing.
You want to do the entire page? Let me move that up a little bit. That's
I
pretty.
probably like gave him interviews.
I can't. I know.
Jay?
It's like one of those short skits that people skip through. Let me pause it right here so people do some dishes. And then fast forward it. It's on mine.
You alright, Britt?
I know, I saw it on Twitter, I was like,
Are you trying to taste your desk?
I don't know.
Is it
It
delicious?
just sounded like so.
You should be careful, there's E. coli on there and stuff.
He's actually a smart kid. He's a
Can we
smart
watch
person. If we actually
No, what was that one thing that was going around? People were all scared of because it starts eating your flesh and stuff.
The stuff
Ebola.
in the,
Ebola.
oh,
No, not the Ebola.
was it the stuff in the ceiling?
No, it was like a bacteria. It's a bacteria.
They had it at another school.
Yeah, they
It was
like
a wrestler who had it. They had to cancel our sectionals.
MRSA.
There we
Yes,
go.
thank you.
They had to close down the school and had to like sanitize the whole entire
MRSA is
whole entire
scary.
thing. They canceled their sectionals and everyone went to stay all together. It was big. All because of that wrestler. Because
MRSA
of one
scary
was,
stuff.
St. Paul. Some of these wrestlers showered.
We had to learn all of the secrets.
All right, moving on.
He wrestled.
You said you
No. Oh, how did I get rid of my line? That is.
They're always everywhere. So right now, what are we? When I sit across here, can't even.
All right, that's 12. Anybody need 13? Going once, going twice. Yeah.
Really pay.
Same thing like the last one.
We don't have enough time. Oh no.
What time is it?
9:53.
What time is it?
7:03.
9:17.
Yeah.
No, we would be out of here.
8:53. I can do it.
No. Oh yeah.
Yes, I can. Pray.
No, you can't.
Oh, yes, I can. 3R, R, S, S. That's 3 RS. There's that factored. Over here, this should be S, S. 3, 4. Is it both negative? Yeah, because it's both. Yeah, there you go. Good looking out. Okay? So, denominator. It's an S. It's a bad S. Sorry. So 3R minus S, R plus S, and 4R minus S. So that's my new denominator.
So what would you do to the top? It's all looking around like I'm confused.
I'm a little confused. Josh, this was your question, right? Yeah. Okay, I'll just double checking because I'm a little confused. Numerator is R plus S. Let's see, what was not there? The 4R minus S. So 4R minus S was not there, and we're taking away S minus R. Let's see, what was not there? The 3S. So the R plus S was not there, right? The R plus S.
That's it? Yeah.
I'm going to go ahead and multiply this negative into this one. So I'm going to make this factor the opposite of the last one. Is that cool with you guys? That way it becomes R minus S. R minus S. Okay? So, let's expand the numerator. Oh, I should use the same color. 4R squared. 4RS minus RS is a positive 3RS, and then minus S squared. On the green side, it's going to be a positive R squared minus S squared. Right? What's up? Like this. That's a negative RS, right? And that's a positive 4RS. So combine them. So if you have 4 RS's and you take away an RS, then you're left with 3 RS. See how I do that? Huh? Math. I'm feeling this is going to be a wicked problem here. So I'm just working with the numerator, only with the numerator right now. I have 4RS squared, and there's another RS squared. 4R squared, and then an R squared is going to end up being 5R squared. So this is taken care of. Then I've got a positive 3RS, and then I've got negative 2S squared. Now here's my question. What is the question? Will it factor? Yes. How do I do that? 3 squared minus 4 times 5 times negative 2. That is 9 plus, what is that, 20 plus times 2 is 40?
Yeah.
Ah, it's 49. Does 49 have a square root? So it will factor. Well, this is a negative 2, correct?
Yeah.
And that's a minus 4AC? Negative makes a
Positive.
So, tracks of my tears. So it's going to factor like this. Luckily for us, these are two prime numbers, which are easy to work with. So that's going to be a 5R and this will be an R, and this one will have to be a 2s, and this would have to be an s, this would have to be negative, this would have to be positive. Just like that right there. Let's check it. 5r squared, negative 2s squared. 5r minus 2r's is definitely 3rs. So now the denominator, let's bring that in. It's going to give us a 3r minus s. R plus s, I already see you going away. 4r minus s. Bat. Right? So you're left with 5r minus 2s over 3r minus s times 4r minus s. Math.
Wait. Oh, I was like,
Woo!
How are you this upbeat? It is 9 a.m.
I'm so tired right now for some reason. I'm like,
Yeah.
The math is getting good.
No, it's really not.
This is the point where you don't want to be looking at your laptops and your cell phones and watching what I do. That's what you're going to want to be doing. Because if you blink, you'll be like, oh, I'm lost now.
Okay, I have a question.
Yeah.
So the red and the green right there, that's the numerator.
Yeah, this is the numerator and this is the numerator.
Okay, what's the 5r squared?
That's where I combined the red and the green.
I thought it was like,
Yeah. Since the denominator was already taken care of, I didn't worry about it until back here where I reintroduced it in black again. Thank you. That's a good question. That's all the time we have for.
this is all the time we have, kids.
You guys are working on the same thing tonight?
No.
I don't want to put anybody on blast, but some of you guys are not doing your homework. That is the easiest route to failing this class.
But if you do the homework, you're gonna get like extra points.
yeah, but you don't know.
It does not, honestly.
It literally drops your grade.
Yeah, it will drop your
But then if
grade.
you do your homework, it does
Make
nothing.
it.
Right.
That's not okay.
He said right, and then you fail your test and you're like,
Well, you're getting some hot homework tonight.
Some hot homework.
Oh,
It'll probably be like 12. You know what? I'll make it less homework tonight than it was last night. It'll be one less.
one less, so that'll be
Maybe.
full problem.
Maybe it'll be one less. Maybe it'll be the same. All right, let me stop this.
But 13's